Hey everybody, it's Briggsell, playing, or watching I suppose, more World of Tanks. I'm back in my ISU-152. Ever since I got the upgrade for the gun, i.e. the top gun, the BL-10, which does a shed ton of damage, I've really enjoyed playing this tank. Go figure. So I thought I'd show you an even better game than the one we saw before. I do a shit ton of damage, I get a nice bunch of kills. The problem is that this replay was done like a week ago, so I've actually completely forgot about what it all is. I know from a fact from just watching it for this last 5 seconds is that I sit here trying to get up this hill like an idiot, thinking I'll be able to make it, and then realise, actually, I'm not going to make it, so let's not waste our time and do that. Let's move somewhere else. Anyway, so you may be surprised to see that I've made a couple of changes to the modifications that I'm running, but I've kept the skins on. Now there's a reason why I keep these skins on. I tell people every time I make these changes to the skins, or keep the skins like they are, because it makes it easier for me to actually hit tanks. It's that simple. I put these on because I want to be able to know where I should be hitting these tanks to do the most damage. It is that simple. Now some people may see that as, you know, oh, that's cheating, surely that's cheating. Well, no, it isn't cheating, because I just really want to do as much as possible. I hope that comment enjoyed that 730's worth of damage, because you've just wasted a minute and a half to get round that corner, and unfortunately you've not done anything. Emil, I hope you feel the same about that 693 damage. Please do stay there as well, because I will be putting another shot into you in literally 5 seconds time. And I take the chance, you know. Technically, the shell could flop over the top of that rock, but I thought, you know, why not try it? A bit of a bounce there, an unlucky bounce really, because it does hit him on his lower armour, but it hits him at obviously such an angle where it doesn't actually do any damage. I don't have enough time now to actually get in another one, or do I? I do, but I miss, so that's unfortunate. Luckily for me though, I do get a little bit of revenge on this fella in a second, when he decides that for some reason he wants to keep his side open to me. So I'm going to take the chance and give him a 787 damage worth of enema up his... I say enema. If that was an enema, it was a very weird one, because it kind of went into the side of his head rather than his ass, where enemas go. Anyway, I've just noticed that on the right hand side of this game, on the east side as it were, there is a mass of tanks coming up, and they are about to outflank us. So me and a T-28 prototype do a very good job here of actually turning around and trying to defend this, because the T-29 and the Firefly, although both decent tanks in their own right against tanks like the IS-8 and the Type 59 and the Black Prince, might be outmatched somewhat. The 59-16 here is probably running into a bit of an unfortunate event here by running into those two tanks, but I kind of choose a very strange position to take here. I decided to take this right hand side. It does mean that I'm open to the RT if the RT decides that they want to have a shot at me, and it also means that this 59-16 can probably take a few shots at me if I get into the wrong position. So I have a look, see if I can do anything. I can't actually see this tank until I do this. I focus, and I miss. I actually bounce off the AT-7. I thought I'd hit at the time, I thought I hit, but I actually didn't. I bounced, and that is obviously a problem. If you bounce at AT-7, then it's a shame really. 59-16, It had no chance really to survive. I could have used the HE and still probably munted him real bad. So, hey, what are you going to do? I now take this opportunity, realising that the error I've made by not parking behind something that the artillery can stop. I'm going to focus, if I can. I can't because I missed the Type 59 shot. The artillery now I realise completely I'm in the right position. The right flank seems to have, somehow we've managed to repel whatever problems we were in the process of having. And now I'm going to sit behind this bush, get a bit of camouflage, wait hopefully for that Type 59 to come back. This Type 59 actually plays a very decent game this round. And props to him, Delmont, I think his name is. It is, Delmont. Facebook, thanks for that. Anyway, the ISU-152 is in an unfortunate position here because I'm about to completely bullet him. When he turns to the side, I track him, and then I do a very interesting thing. I move behind this rock. Now this rock is very, 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 very interesting because this rock is very thin. So I'm using the whole of my width to stop these. Now you're thinking to yourself, holy shit. You're actually, let's just pause it here. Let's just, I want to stop it so I don't, oh, I can't stop it anyway. So if you, if we zoom in on the map, zoom in, we can see that there is 3 tanks in front of me, 3 tank destroyers, one of which can do a hell of a lot of damage in one shot if he gets the right shot. And you've got 2 others that are fast damage. Basically, they can shoot every 5 seconds, pretty much. The JAGTIG, the 88 Jag Tiger and the T-25-2. And on the left-hand side, where the FV-304 is, there is an ISU-152, basically the same as me, and the Type 59, which is very manoeuvrable and a very good tank. My reload's about 14-15 seconds, so I'm only going to be able to get 1 or 2 shots off before I probably get killed at this point. But I'm facing basically 5 tanks plus whatever artillery is focusing. Now the T-69 is in a decent position to do some damage here. He could probably do some damage against the Panther. He could probably do some damage against the FV-304. Now, before I carry on this, and I know all of you saying, "Oh, just get on with it, Briggs. Just get on with it." There's another question I need to answer. Why did I attack the T-25-2 and not take out the ISU-152? There's a reason for this, because the T-28 prototype on my right hand side, he can now easily one-shot both those tanks. Whereas I couldn't, unless I got a really good high roll, there was no way I was going to be able to kill either of those tanks in one shot. That is the reason why I've done that. Anyway, let's get back to it. So, JAGTIG here is facing me. The 152 goes down like I thought he would. The 152, the JTIG just doesn't seem to, you know, really want to kind of, you know, live, I suppose. He's presenting his front side to me, which is the worst side because I can shoot at his underneath his gun. The ISU-152 just bounced off me using his 152mm weapon, which does 286 penetration using armor-piercing rounds. He did use armor-piercing rounds then, because you can see it if you look in the bottom left-hand corner where it says Sasa Flash used AP. His reload is 13.9 seconds. The ISU-152, I am now going to wait because he can one-shot me easy here. I'm going to wait for him to move, turn right. Now I'm going to move forward because I can now, and I'm going to get as best shot as I can. Pretty lucky that shot, I admit, that was very, very lucky. Me and the T-28 prototype do 2 very good jobs here of just dealing with all these tanks around. The T-29 kind of becomes the focus of the attention of some of these tanks and the artillery. The Panther is pretty much very low and goes down straight away. The Type 59 is a little bit different. The Type 59 can do some serious damage, and it can do some serious damage at a decent range and get in and out of people's view ranges really quickly, because it's Type 59. It moves very quickly, it has a very decent reload of a weapon, and the ML is coming back to the ball. Remember, the ML is one of the first tanks I did. The ML was the ML that decided he wanted to take me on earlier on, and I bashed him into pieces, and I've just finished him off. It's a shame, really, because I really do like the ML as a tank, the Saint ML or whatever the fuck it's called. I know it's got a bigger name than that, it's just Saint ML. Makes sense to me. Now, I'm not going to lie, I knew the artillery would focus on me because I would be the only one in view. There's two reasons why I sat where I sat. The first reason is I don't think the guy would expect me to sit on this side of the tank, i.e. this tank here, the T-25 Rec. I don't think he would do that. I mean, I chose to do it because I thought, you know, if he's going to shoot me, he's going to shoot the right side because that's where he thinks I'm going. So, anyway, this battle then takes a decidedly kind of lengthy turn. We sit here for a few seconds. I'm going to speed it up a little bit because I'll speed it times 2. T-29 goes off and does his thing. He goes to the cap. He tries to focus and tries to find the Lorraine 15550. I think that is. I can't actually read it. I decide that it's time to do something a little bit different. I'm going to go around the back because I think that either the Type 59 or the Lorraine is going to be round the back in the A line somewhere, which proves out to be true. He is on the A line. It makes sense to forward this a little bit. The Type 59, on the other hand, has gone all the way east, it would seem. He's gone right to the backhand side. Now, we run the risk of losing this battle because of one thing. The T-28 prototype has decided he's going to stick and focus on the right-hand side, the right flank, just in case the Type 59 comes around. Now, that's okay. The problem, I think, is that the T-29 is in a bit of a bad position when it comes to getting flanked by the Type 59. If the Type 59 comes up from, say, behind him or to the east flank. What the T-28 prototype should have done is move out along that route, so actually come down the 9 line or the 0 line and actually make, you know, the ground between them a lot, you know, shorter. I overrun there a little bit, nearly run the risk of getting getting killed, technically, because the Lorraine could have took me out real bad then if I wasn't careful. The T-29 is now going to continue to cap. I'll forward this a little bit, and the Type 59 decides he wants to come back and play, and he comes back to play in a strange position, really. He comes up that little route, and then these two fellas have a nice little scrap. I get incredibly unlucky at this point. I've only got 1 round of armor piercing left, and the rest is HE. It doesn't matter. If I can hit him with a round of armor piercing, I should be able to actually kill him outright. Problem is, am I gonna get that shot? Because he's focusing on me because he knows that I'm gonna kill him if he doesn't. Watch this. Watch this for annoying. Okay? He's going to come round the side. He wants to get me. He wants to get me. I fucking track him. I don't damage him one little bit. And I am, at this point, I am, as you can see, he's a lucky fucker as far as I'm concerned, because that was nearly a Top Gun. That was nearly 6,000 damage. And in the end, the T-29 and the Type 59 decide it's time to have a little noob off as far as I'm concerned, because the Type 59 should, you know, do some serious damage against this Type 59, the T-29, because it's side on. You can see for yourself,
you don't have time to play with your balls.
And the T-29 can't pen the guy's top armor because he's pointed in the wrong way. So it's just a funny kind of... And he runs the risk of getting destroyed then, nearly, but hey, what are you going to do? Anyway, so that's a really enjoyable game that I had in the ISU-152. I did 5,600 damage, 5,623 damage in 11 hits. I got 5 kills, nearly 6. My win 8 rating was 8,238 and the efficiency of 3,900, which is pretty good, really. Very, very good. I wouldn't say it's the top round ever, but it's up there with the best as far as I'm concerned in terms of experience. Thanks, Facebook. Anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this second ISU-152. I don't think there'll be many more on this tank, although I really like it. I think I've shown you what its capabilities are, to be honest. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and see you next time.